doing that, blah, blah, blah. And I feel like, you know, of course, the light worker community at this point is like, I would compare the light worker community to, like, watered down boiled eggs. That's the best way I could describe it. Like, boiled eggs that have been sitting in water for, like, 20 years.
Like mush.
Mush. Like, just, like, murky, old, like, water and egg. Yeah, like, but it's just, like, that's, I guess it's because it's, like, so much has been put out, and there's so many people's opinions, there's so many channelings, and it's, like... Yeah. You know, like, there's just so much going on, and, you know, there's so much to spirituality that, again, everybody's on their own journey, so it's just, like, a joke of what I'm saying, but it's, like, it's so hard to, I guess, read these things and, like, really want to, like, share it in a way that kind of makes sense to people of, like, rebirth season. What does that mean? Like, what does it mean to really birth Christ consciousness in a metaphorical sense? And a lot of people will read those things and not really understand what it means.
It's nice because there's a lot, you know, they use a lot of nice words, but what does it mean really?
Right.
And that is what's missing, because they don't really tell you how to walk the path.
Right.
That's why Mom had to do what she did. This is how you walk the path.
Right.
This is how you do it.
Yes, and that's, like, one of the things that I had learned too, that, like, was in one of Richard Rudd books, where he was saying, like, that it's been very well known, like, from a very esoteric perspective, that there's two paths to quote-unquote enlightenment.
Right.
One would be the path of meditation, which is pretty self-explanatory for everybody of how many monks and etc. have reached enlightenment. The second he talks is the path of love. What path do you feel that Mom took us down? Every single one of us. I'm assuming I'm going to go with the path of love, because we're not monks meditating in the Himalayas.
We've been there, done that.
Right. And he was like, ironically, the path of love does lead to meditation. Again, what Mom would say, that everything in life is a meditation, blah, blah, blah. But I liked what he said about it, because he was like, the path of love comes through your relationships, through your experiences, through the connection that you have with family and friends and stuff. And, like, that's what Mom was teaching us.
It's the more practical...
Yes.
The more practical route, because the reason that the enlightenment path doesn't work anymore is because, like Hope said in the beginning, we're doing the opposite of what we did before. Mm-hmm. So there was many times on this planet where ascended masters, of course Mom included, took the path of enlightenment, where you open yourself up to the higher source, to, you know, the higher energies. You dissolve your ego and your identity, so to speak, and you kind of merge yourself with the higher through meditation and through presence. And there's been societies that have reached that enlightened state, such as the Mayans, and which is why there was so much speculation of what happened to the Mayans. Well, no one really knows, but the most intuitive explanation is that they reached such a high level of vibration that they vibrated out of the 3D plane, which is possible. You can do that. But we're not in that process anymore. We're not doing that. We're going the opposite way, which is where you have to bring love, higher realms, into physicalness, and that is the path of love, for sure. That's why Mom had to walk that one, and not... She could have meditated herself off long times ago.
It wasn't going to have the global impact, you know, and like she said, a lot of people, and Mom included, have probably obtained through meditation and gone to enlightenment, just like many ascended masters have. Mom's in the same boat. She knows that, but it's more of like a selfish enlightenment in a way, where it's like there's nothing to be shared with the world, you know, with humanity.
It's a very private, individual path.
Seclusion.
There's monks and a lot of, especially in Tibet, where they've attained rainbow bodies. It is possible. And all things are possible. But yeah, exactly. What are they sharing with the world?
They vibrated out of existence. They ascended. They died.
They completed maybe their specific mission.
Right.
But where is the teachings of telling every single human being how to integrate their higher self, which is bringing heaven to earth? That is the process, and that's how you do it. How do you walk the path?